Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have day 2 of New York Jets OTAs, and the best part is the media was there. So as you can see, this is the first round pick for this team. Armand Membao, right tackle out of Missouri, probably the best right tackle in the entire draft class. And now the offensive line's set. The offensive line is set, and you guys have, your left tackle of the future last season, right tackle of the future this season. And to be honest with you, the Jets should have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL this upcoming season. But let's get into some clips. We've got offensive line, we've got running backs, we've got Aaron Glenn, we've got Justin Fields, obviously, and we've got a bunch of different reports from the 7-on-7s and 11-on-11 earlier today at OTA. So hit that like button if you guys haven't already. If we could try and get this video to 100 likes, that would mean the world to me. We've been covering the Jets all spring and summer, but let's get into more clips. All right, so this is a clip here, Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson connecting in drills, and I saw a tweet here from Robbie Sabo, who covers the New York Jets, and he said what he's taking away from Aaron Glenn so far being at OTAs for the Jets is that he's never going to take shortcuts around the fundamentals. Pros or not, these guys are humans, and embracing the surface level part of the game is a thing with this Jets regimen. And so you see, we're going to get to some Aaron Glenn clips, but it's all smiles. He's handshaking, he's dapping everybody up. It's all smiles. And so they're setting the culture, they're setting the tone. And you see the guys on the screen here, number 7 there, Justin Fields. I saw a tweet from Connor J. Hughes earlier today, and this is what really got me excited. I forgot the Jets had media available today. First team drill on 7-on-7. Justin Fields went 4 for 4. 2 really nice throws over deep middle to Wilson and Lazard. Lazard one was extremely nice. Fields has real nice zip. So we're going to get to the defense in just a second, because apparently the defense, Will McDonald especially, had a farm. He has been on an absolute tear. Apparently all day today he's had numerous sacks. So we're going to get to the defense, but Justin Fields, man, I ranted about this yesterday, so we'll keep it very short. But I really do want this team to go out there and get another wide receiver, or at least, maybe that's not even necessarily true. Amari Cooper, we talked about in yesterday's video. I think Garrett Wilson and, it looks like they are keeping Allen Lazard, so that would be huge. If Arian Smith can provide a good rookie boost this upcoming season. Josh Reynolds was obviously brought in. If he can get back to his Detroit magic, there shouldn't be any issues with that wide receiver room. But the big one to watch is obviously former teammates Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson. But let's get some more clips here. So obviously the Jets' offensive line is super vital. The O-line's always going to be vital, but especially with a mobile guy like Justin Fields and 2 young tackles, especially with a rookie right tackle. I want to go through 2 different tweets that we got reports of from OTAs today, because, on the screen here, you have the offensive line, and, on 7-on-7, so like no pads are on, right? It's just helmets. You aren't hitting anybody. So 7-on-7s, usually the offense is going to be ahead of the defense. And then in 11-on-11, the defense will be ahead of the offense. So Jamal Murphy, another Jets guy, said at Jets OTAs, Justin Fields looked good in 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s, looked comfortable, confident, showed zip and touch, and missed only a couple of throws. All right. But I don't want people to overreact, because I have a feeling Will McDonald is going to be all over. I feel like Jets Twitter is going to hype up Will McDonald, and then NFL media Twitter is going to take that as like Justin Fields slander, all right, or like O-line slander. So basically, Will McDonald was all over the field today. That's what we're hearing. We're hearing, I'll even just reference our specific tweet from Connor Hughes. There's a lot of pressure on Justin Fields from a myriad of directions. Very aggressive defense. He's 2 for 2 in passing, flat to Rucker both times, but I have 4 other pretty obvious sacks on passes. And then, 20 minutes later, another tweet was McDonald with another 2 sacks. So once again, it's just OTAs, like we're going to take all of this with a grain of salt, but maybe we even I'll even just get to Will McDonald, because this guy's a stud. All right, we've got the Jets running back room doing some drills, so I apologize. I can't find any good clips of McDonald doing his thing at practice today, but I did want to say a couple of comments, because yesterday we talked a lot about Bree Hall in the running back room, because for example, I'm from Chicago, so I have a lot of people on Bears Twitter just like on my Twitter feed. So I'll see like pre-draft, post-draft, Bree Hall for like a 4th round pick, and it'll be a Bears fan saying like, would you guys do this? It'll literally be the Bears receive Bree Hall and the Jets get like a 2026 5th round pick. And they'll be like, thoughts? Would you do this? And then like the comment section would be like, oh yeah, I think that's worth the gamble. And it's like, you're not all in on getting Bree Hall for a 5th round pick. And then so anyways, my point is a lot of you guys were all in favor of keeping Bree Hall, which I was kind of anticipating. And I think a lot of that running issues last year, whether it was Brees or just the Jets offense in general, came down to the coaching staff. But I do want to say Justin Fields' best friends, hopefully, are those 2 guys you just saw, Braylon Allen and Bree Hall, because with this offensive line, this running back room, and Justin Fields, man, I'm getting really excited for just a ground and pound Jets offense at various points this upcoming year. But I do want to talk about a couple of more things, so let's get to it. We're going to end it here. I want to just go through some loose ends because I don't have any clips of AZ Thomas or Carlson or any of the kicks from practice quite yet today. We'll talk about all this stuff, or we'll digest it maybe this weekend when OTAs aren't going on. But basically, AZ Thomas was one of my favorite picks from you guys the entire draft class, and apparently today he had a phenomenal day. Great positioning, really tough route concept to cover. I guess he had a really good play, kind of a vague tweet that I'm reading here, but apparently he had a really good play to go along with a really good day. And then finally, Anders Carlson, 3 of 4 on kicks today. One of them was for 56 yards. So just want to throw that in there. I think that's all I've got on my end here. But like I said, we'll just summarize it here. Defense apparently looked good. Will McDonald specifically looked very good, and Justin Fields had zip on his passes. And just the overall vibe, this was from yesterday. It's sunny, but today was cloudy. Overall vibe looked good. Honestly, it looked a little bit cold. I live here in Florida, so that's just, I don't really know what it is in New York. It probably can't be that cold, but Aaron Glenn looked happy. The players looked happy, and I think it was a great media day for the New York Jets. So we made a video yesterday. We made a video today. I got to check. You guys might have a break tomorrow and then back at it on Friday. So stay tuned for more Jets content, but hit that like button, hit that sub button, and let me know the players you're most excited about down below. Peace. Guys, I wanted to just talk a little bit about this because I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. This is my former kicker here. And I also wanted to throw this in that Arian Smith had a good play today. Unfortunately, I can't find the clip quite yet, but maybe you guys will see it on Twitter later. Anders Carlson just made another from 55 to 60 yard range. And then that was quoted that he started out making a 54-yarder, moved closer, missed wide left, moved back into the 50-yard range and made 2 in a row. So looks like he went like 4 or 5 today. Apparently, he really did just miss 1. The Honor Carl's experience is the short range misses, and I don't miss this guy in any way, shape, or form, literally at all. So I'm not fully aware of the Jets' competition in the kicking room. I would say if there's alternative options, man, I hopefully Anders can get it going for you guys. I know he played recently with San Francisco. They had the same issues. I just don't view him as a very trustworthy kicker, but we'll keep an eye on this and monitor it. Thank you for watching. Now we're done. Goodbye.